24.
As we're just about ready to get this one started.
I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up. All the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up.
Oh, look at that. That is spectacular.
That's amazing.
I need the energy all the way up.
Oh, my goodness. Whoa.
No, he didn't. Gentlemen, that's gorgeous.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. We do see NBA teams utilizing more zone defenses. Raptors coach Nick Nurse said, offense changed so drastically, now defense is having to adjust. Lakers' Frank Vogel said when your team is down and looking for a spark, the zone can break their rhythm. Kevin?
We see cycles all the time in the NBA for sure, David. Thank you. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others not so much. Take a look at Utah. They're stuck in the same spot, still outside the top three.
And you know, right now for the Trailblazers, they were projected to be one of, if not the best team in our league, and thus far, they have not disappointed.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Eric Paschall. Will Barton is out there with Butler, and it's Pena in at power forward. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Morant, and it's Pena in at the 4. And the kind of game fans love to watch, Greg. Two offensive teams going head-to-head.
Here we go. And the rules today favor offense, and that's why league-wide scoring continues to rise.
Drives to the hoop. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time. Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Passes it to Wagner. Going inside. Lays it up off the glass.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Butler. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. 2 points, that one goes.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Pena. And the 3 off target. Butler against Stevenson. Butler attacking. The shot will not fall. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Pena. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Barton passes to Butler. Chalk up 2 there.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Now here's Butler. It's tipped. Pena defended by Butler. Rebound by Azubuike. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. Pull from the top of the key, and the jumper is good. He has 6.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
It was a total team effort in terms of passing the baton to the guy that's hot.
So Utah ends up going with the new group.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Morant. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging about 16 points, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
So it's the Jazz now, trailing by 2. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Clarkson against Stevenson. To the middle, Lewis. And he dunks it down.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Jazz trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The Jazz again can't hit it.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Here's Pena. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Serge Ibaka. That's his first personal.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, they're having a lot of success from mid-range in the first half. Always nice to have that jumper to fall back on.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
First free throw is good. Good on both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Here's Clarkson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Morant passes to Pena. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. 10 points for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Nwaba.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
Anytime you get an opportunity to show off a little bit, you have to take it. Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Banked in off the glass. Nwaba's got his second basket of the night. It's Morant with the drive, and it's blocked. Here's Alexander Walker. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Trailblazers up 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
All right, look who's coming out on the court. Come on.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland. Yep, that one goes in there.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Got a piece of it. Here's Pena. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Pascal. That's tipped. Takes it inside. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
For Portland, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The Jazz making a switch here as Abuki's checked in. On the free throw, no good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 8-point game. Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
That's his first personal. First team foul.
The Jazz shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Here's Pena. The 17-footer goes down. 18 points for him.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
With the crossover. Green with the rebound. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to San Antonio. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
Pena, and there's a nice one-handed slam. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
Portland foul, number 34.
And the Jazz call time here.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
All right, look who's coming out on the court. Come on, give it up for your laser dancer.
David Wabas checked in for White. Clarkson comes in for Will Barton. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Butler. Here's Alexander Walker. He had 10 points in the win against the Rockets in Houston. Count that one.
Alexander Walker.
1:52 left in the second quarter. Inside. Driving the lane, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, and the shot goes in.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Feeds it to Lewis. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Utah ball.
And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys in the line too often. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I look for them to continue to attack the rim.
And the Jazz making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. Jazz trail by 6. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And the pass to Alexander Walker. Ibaka outside. Nice ball movement by Utah. Goes up the baseline. Here's Pena. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Aston Nwaba. Here's Alexander Walker. Now back to Nwaba. Takes the 3. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 7 points for the quarter.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Jazz trail by 3. A 3 ball. Here's Pena. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. 10 points for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Here's Nwaba. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. With Quinn Snyder, coach, they came at you offensively. So what has to change for you defensively?
Well, a lot, obviously, with everybody on the floor. They're capable of doing this, but we're not. It's just too easy.
Got to tighten things up as we go along. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up. And Shaq, I have to ask you, why were you never in a dunk contest?
I know why.
Why, Kenny, why?
They would have needed an extra stanchion, because he would have been pulling the baskets down. See, you thought I was going to be mean.
Yeah, I did. I really did. Thank you for your compliment.
And now let's get back to the Portland Trailblazers, dealing with a thin margin at the half.
They've run this offense seamlessly. Each guy seems to understand his role. They're making smart decisions with the basketball, and I can give a shout out to the playmakers. This team's success is because of you, brother.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Utah trailing here. Taking a look at the Jazz. Will Barton is out there with Butler. Then it's Eric Pascal. And it's Azubuike in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Pascal. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They double him with Stevenson. Clock at 6. Here's Pena on target from 13 feet. And the Jazz lead by 1.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the 3 and the painted area.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now here's Barton. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game, and they'll keep possession. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 14 points for him.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pena passes to Morant. Driving in. Rebounded by the Jazz. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Pascal. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Portland trailing here. Morant outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Morant's got 5. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Fans, the loudest section gets free T-shirts.
Whitey's checked in for Utah.
Who's the loudest?
The numbers for Will Barton.
His last 10 games, averaging 9 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Now, here's Pascal. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Portland leading. Lewis, left side, out to Morant. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the... back here.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Couldn't have been more obvious about it. That's just a lack of discipline, not the way you're taught to do it.
David Nwaba has checked in for the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Will Barton. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Morant finds Stevenson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And now a 4-point Portland lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Butler, no good.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Morant outside. And another 3 for Portland.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Utah with the ball. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Butler plays it up and banks it in. Butler's got 6.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Portland leading by 5. The 3 from Morant. The shot, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by Stevenson. On the wing, Stevenson. Missed inside. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. And it's Nwaba missing. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morant. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Jazz ball. Coming onto the floor for the Jazz.
Nine seconds left in the third quarter. With some arc. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Clarkson.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Portland leading by 3. We've got Morant on lanes out there with Wagner, and it's Pena in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Pass to Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morant passes to Pena. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Friday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Saturday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town.
And going up against the Pelicans, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
There's the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second.
Serge Ibaka picks one up there. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Eric Paschall, he's checked in for the Jazz.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Pena. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Alexander Walker. That's his first person.
And the first one drops. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. Butler, he's checked in for the Jazz. And so he hits both. Jazz trail by 4. Barton outside. And stolen by Vonleh. They're running. And here they go. Out of hand on it. Stolen by Stevenson. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Wagner. It's good.
You don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Pena. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
Lewis checked in for Portland.
At the line for Portland. Shooting 1.
Jazz trail by 9. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Pena. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his second personal. Fourth
free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
For your Trailblazers.
He hits both from the stripe. Utah calls timeout.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. It's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Here's the screen. Here's Pena. Right through the cylinder that time, all net.
This team hasn't picked up the slack, but he's doing everything he can do to win this game for them.
To the paint. It's picked off. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Takes it from 10. That shot off the mark. And Utah the other way now. Butler on the way. Fires the three. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And Portland making a change here. Moran's checked in. And Utah with a change here, too. Clarkson's checked in. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that trims the lead to 6.
And good, aggressive basketball in that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
And that one drops. There's Clarkson. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he drives in.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Utah ball. Jazz substitution.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Mwaba. There's another block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
And GA, he is not messing around in this one. A three from Morant. Cans it from downtown. Morant's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
From 11 feet away, they get it again. Outside, White. Driving inside. The putback gets the bucket.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then
And so it's Portland winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.